18% GST on house rent only when it's rented to a business entity. This clarification is coming from the government that no GST will be imposed when the house is rented for personal use. No GST even if the proprietor or partner of the firm rents the residence for personal use. The government has clarified the clause in the new GST rules. Let me go across to Himanshu for more details on this. Himanshu, this was a much needed clarification. Anything else that the government is pointing out here?
Well, I think this is a very, very important clarification which has come at a time when there was some confusion about how this specific proposal will be implemented on the ground. And so these are 3 points that you have just read out. Renting of residential unit taxable only when it is rented to a business entity. I think this is a most important clarification that has come on this subject. That essentially means that if a person rents out a residential unit to a business entity, then only that rent will become taxable. It is also clarified that no GST will be will be put in force when it is rented to a private person for personal use. That essentially means that if an individual rents out his house to another individual for private purposes, no GST will be applicable in such cases, and no GST even if the proprietor or the partner of firm rents out the residence for his or her personal use. So I think very, very important clarification has come from the government, and it has become very clear that no house rented out to an individual for personal or private purposes, GST will not be applicable on it.
All right, certainly a very important clarification there coming in from the government with regards to reports that 18% tax will be levied on people who have rented an accommodation. Now the government clarifying that this is only for the purpose of business or any commercial rental property and not for personal use.